NIO Stock is going crazy. What is happening, investors? It is your boy Jack. I am not a financial advisor. I got the hoodie to prove that fact. And today we are speaking about NIO Stock, which has been on an absolutely insane run. On the monthly chart, we're up nearly 50%. We're up over 1,000% on the yearly chart. These guys seem unstoppable. So I followed these guys for a long time. I initially bought in at $12 a share. My dollar cost averaged up a little bit to about 14 a share. So we're up over 100% as of right now, which is always a pretty good feeling. But in the last 2 days alone, NIO has gone up very close to 30%. And this is largely due to what JP Morgan and Citigroup have had to say about the company. So I want to have a little bit of a chat today in what I think could happen with NIO stock price in, this short, medium and long term. Do I think this recent run up is justified? And what are the catalysts that we're looking forward to over the next, 1 to 3 months? And is it even important to have these analysts on our side? Is it of significance? That's what we're going to be speaking about today. So right before we get into it, could I please ask you to hit that juicy like button, my friends? A lot of work goes into these videos and I really would appreciate it. If you're new around here, please, what are you waiting for? Hit that juicy red subscribe button and join the family of investors. And please drop me a comment down below. Let me know what you think of NIO stock, especially after this run up, and also let me know when you got in initially. I really wish I bought more in the 12s, I'll put it that way. And also guys, I usually say this at the end of the videos, but if you're interested in joining my private Discord group, hit that first link in the description. Inside of the private Discord, you'll get access to my buy and sell alerts. We have individual stock chats for NIO and all of the other companies we speak about on the channel. There is so much juicy information there, so if that's of interest to you, hit that link. Right, into the video. So there is quite a lot I want to cover, okay? Obviously, JP Morgan nearly tripling their price targets for NIO. Very exciting and something that has got a lot of investors very excited, okay? Then this here, NIO stock rises toward another record after Citigroup says buy and boosts their price target by 83%. And a little bit of an older piece of news, but this right here is important as well. NIO stock jumps by more than 5%. This is from September 29th after Deutsche Bank praises company's technology. So as of late, we have seen more and more analysts, big institutions, becoming more and more bullish on NIO. And then there's more articles like this coming out from places like Forbes. NIO stock popped 26%. 3 reasons it's not too late to buy. And let me tell you, in my opinion, there's a lot more than 3 reasons. And that's coming from somebody who bought at 12 and who also bought, I believe it was at 15. I have as I said, average price of just under $14, I think. And even I am contemplating buying more at these prices. Now, I will say I haven't bought any more since. I mean, the last time I bought genuinely was, back here somewhere maybe? The first time I bought was right about here. So it was a long time ago. I've been in NIO for a very decent bit of time. And as I said, I'm up just over 100%. But even I, with that cost basis, am contemplating buying more at current prices. But I'm also leaning on the side of caution for a couple of reasons. So we're just going to start it off with this article here, because this is the biggest piece of news, and this is what really led to this massive 30% in 2 days. So NIO stock jumps toward a record after JP Morgan nearly triples its price target. So they brought their price target from a hold at $14 to overweight at $40. That is an absolutely massive change. So as of right now, JP Morgan's analyst is actually the most bullish of the 15 analysts surveyed by FactSet covering NIO. So boom, very bullish they are on this company. So some of the things that JP Morgan had to say, okay? They call it a long-term winner in China's luxury electric vehicle market. And we'll see some numbers on this very shortly. But yes, they have massive potential in the luxury electric vehicle market and just the general electric vehicle market, in my opinion. So let's keep in mind right now, electric vehicle penetration in China is set to quadruple by 2025 to 20% from less than 5% in 2019. Massive growth in EVs in China in general. And so if NIO can be a leader, if they can have a decent market share, it's going to be incredible without a doubt. There's going to be no arguing that fact. And I'd like you guys to keep in mind that this was a company who was on the verge of bankruptcy literally earlier on this year. This was a company who a year ago was $1.46 a share. They're up nearly 2,000% on the year. They were this close to bankruptcy. The government really helped these guys out. They raised a lot of capital and now they're in an incredible position. Sales are doing amazingly. They've turned it around massively and I think they deserve everything that they've gotten. Now this is a really interesting expectation. NIO is expected to dominate about 30% of the premium passenger EV market, JP Morgan said. 30%, my friends. That would be this kind of vehicle here, the EP9, not their more casual vehicle, but wow, that is crazy. So this came out literally yesterday, October 15th. Citigroup comes out, joins the party, says it's a buy, boosts their target by 83%. So Jeff Chung turned bullish on the China-based electric vehicle company, citing a very strong order backlog, increased market share, lower battery costs, and policy tailwind related to exports. So he raised his rating to buy after being at neutral since March and boosted his stock price target by 82.4% to $33.20. Now guys, I'm going to be completely honest. I am of the expectation that NIO is going to break $30 very soon. But that is also a really round number. There has been a lot of momentum in these guys. There's been a lot of hype, a lot of people just piling in. And if you look at the 1 year stock chart, we've seen a line like this happen a few times. Here's a 44% line. It was followed by a 15-16% pullback. Here is an 88% line that was followed by a 25-ish% pullback. So we've seen this happen a couple of times, literally in the last 4 months with NIO already. And what's really interesting is that last time this happened was off the back of a really good quarterly report. So we have seen manipulation, we have seen people selling the news and buying the hype with NIO stock before. So that's the main reason that I'm not getting, rushed into buying at these prices. Now, from a long-term point of view, okay, I think you're going to be absolutely fine. I think if you buy at 28, there's still a very real possibility that within a year, 2 years, you're up 200+%. I really do. But from a shorter time period, if you want to try and get a better entry, or maybe you're like me, you have a very good entry and you want to keep a relatively nice cost basis, I'm okay with waiting. And if it goes up and if it goes to 30 and it stays there forever, it's okay. I still have a really nice cost basis. I can just buy more anyway. So right off the bat, I'm going to say that I actually do plan on buying more NIO, and I have been planning on doing so for a week or so. It was actually down here. I really should have bought more. Maybe that's a clear example of why you shouldn't wait, because I could have bought in a whole lot cheaper. But anyway, it is what it is. And now just again on Analyst really quickly. This one I covered before, September 29th. So NIO stock jumps more than 5% after Deutsche Bank praises company's tech. I just think it's really cool to see all these big banks actually becoming bullish on NIO. Out of all the EV stocks they could choose, they are choosing NIO. They are choosing a Chinese company, but for very, very good reason. They genuinely have so much going for them, and they have proved that their performance is there. This article here from Forbes shows 3 reasons why it's not too late to buy. And it doesn't need to get more complicated than this, okay? Soaring sales. If you're up to date with NIO, you know it's been incredible. We're expected to beat year-over-year sales by over 100% this year. We did that in the last quarter. Expectations are beating results. These guys smash it out of the park every single time without expectations, and that was during one of the most difficult times in the world. I mean, NIO have been destroying everybody's expectations. I'm an investor and they've been destroying my expectations. And high product quality, and I think this is very important, and it's going to stand with them. I mean, we have the luxury cars, the EP9s, and then we have your standard cars, the SUVs, etc. Basically, they're doing everything completely correct. Everything that you want to see from an EV stock, completely correct. If I show you this here, you can see our last quarter revenue compared to earnings. It was going in the right direction. The earnings in general have been getting better and better. I mean, our second quarter earnings were genuinely very, very good. A lot of you guys might remember this, okay? Our August 2020 delivery update. This is also something we love to see. They keep us investors up to date with everything that is going on. NIO delivered nearly 4,000 vehicles in August 2020, a new monthly record. Monthly record representing an over 100% year-over-year increase. I mean, you cannot ask for much more than that, and this is while we live during Roni times. This isn't exactly fantastic business situations. So far in 2020, delivered 21,667 vehicles, increasing nearly 110% year over year. September and third quarter 2020 delivery updates, okay? September, up 133.2% year over year. Again for another record month. 3 months ended September, 12,206 vehicles, 154% up year over year. Do you see what I'm saying, okay? NIO delivered 26,375 vehicles in 2020 in total so far, up 113.7% year over year. It has been insane, especially when you consider where this company was only a matter of half a year ago. I mean, on the verge of bankruptcy, and now they're in a better position than they've ever been, and they've brought their share price up nearly 2,000%. They've done incredibly well. Now, I'm recording this shortly before the market goes open, okay? And we can see that we're at over $29 pre-market. Wow. The reason I'm not rushing, okay, to buy more NIO as of right now is because we've seen what analysts can do before. Let's not forget what literally happened a matter of days ago with Roth Capital and Workhorse. It got pumped up massively and it got ripped back down to the ground. Now, I don't think that's going to happen whatsoever here with, you know, JP Morgan or Citigroup. I think that what they've released is all fantastic. It's all true. They're not going to go back on their word. But it has hyped NIO up massively. And in general, what goes up must come down. It's just a question of when it comes down. So who knows? $28 could be NIO's, you know, new all-time low, even though it's an all-time high. But there could well be a pullback. Maybe it's today, maybe it's next week. But if you are long on NIO, I do think they have proven that they are going to be a successful company, in my opinion. Now, obviously, we're still not in a good place. We're still not making profit, you know? It's not fantastic by any means, and it does still carry considerable risk. It's also a Chinese company, and a lot of people don't have the same, you know, trust in the numbers that get released by Chinese companies that they do with US companies, which is fair. We've seen what's happened with Luckin Coffee, etc. But NIO does have the support of the government, and I do believe that everything they're publishing is going to be very true. And I do think they have an absolutely fantastic future ahead of them. So I will repeat myself. From a long-term point of view, I do think you're going to be fine buying at these prices. Do I think it's going to be the best entry point you ever get? More than likely not, but who knows? It could be. I do plan on buying more soon. Where would I really be happy to buy? I'd probably consider it around 25, 24, which isn't the biggest dip in the world. And you know, maybe that's just ignorant of me. Maybe it's a little bit too greedy of me. But I've just seen how these EV stocks move. I've watched NIO for months and months. I've seen what market manipulators can do. I've seen what hype can do to a company off the back of the hype. And I've seen NIO be run up and dragged back down on multiple occasions already. I've seen people buying the hype and selling the news. I'll put it that way. But of course, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I'm saying here is financial advice. You do you, baby. But anyway, guys, that is NIO. So kind of my price targets. I expect us to break 30 very soon. Maybe next week. It depends. I would be quite happy to heavily consider buying below 25. And I do think that they're in the best position they've ever been in. But I just have seen them manipulated so often. That's NIO, baby. I am very interested in hearing from you guys, though. I want to know, are you buying now? Have you bought on this run up, or were you like me? Did you buy in for these guys months ago? Are you holding? Have you dollar cost average? What is your plan? Are you long? Do you plan on taking money? I do think it's a very interesting play, okay? But I do just know that it can be very volatile. So I just want you guys to be aware of that. But again, from a long-term investor's point of view, does that really matter? If you can, you know, stomach the 30, 40, 20, whatever percent dips that they are, in the long term, you're probably going to be okay. I've already lived through 2 major spikes and major dips with these guys. So regardless of what happens next, I'm going to be feeling pretty okay with my NIO stock. As always, if you have watched this video till the end, you, my friend, are a true legend. And I really do appreciate you being here from the bottom of my heart. Your support means the world to me. If you enjoyed this video and got some value from it, could I please ask you to hit that like button, drop me a comment down below and subscribe if you're new around here. We're really trying to get to 50,000 subs, and all of that stuff helps me out so much more than you understand. And again, if you are interested and you enjoyed this video, please hit that first link in the description and sign up to become a patron. Get full access to the private Discord group. You get loads of juicy info before I get to make a video on it. There's some genuinely really smart people in there who even help me out. But anyway, my friends, I hope you all have an absolutely fantastic day. I will see you for another video very, very soon. Peace.